Hey everybody, Rob Bailey here, and in this case study video, I'm going to show you exactly how I transformed my lead gen agency into a 7-figure appointment booking juggernaut. Now, in my agency, we helped 525 locations all throughout the US and Canada, and we helped some really big brands you've probably heard of like 9Round, F45, Title Boxing, Cycle Bar, Curves, Fit Body Bootcamp, I Love Kickboxing, Orange Theory Fitness, Retro Fitness, Diva Dance. The list goes on and on and on. And we bootstrapped this agency. We started it from nothing and built it from the ground up, $0 to $2.15 million in just 21 months in a new niche, which was fitness locations and fitness studios, and a niche that nobody knew who we were. We were just complete newbies to this niche. So here's a screenshot. There's a lot of garbage out there. So really quickly, I want to show you a screenshot of our Stripe account. And so basically, guys, this is just full transparency. This was just service fees for our agency. And we went from 0 to 50K a month by month 5 with one employee. We went from month 5 to month 10 and finally cracked our first $100,000 month. And then a few months after that, we had a $409,000 month in May of 2018. And I ended up selling that agency in February of 2019. So what are you going to learn in this video? I'm going to show you exactly how I booked the 525 locations in just 22 months using our proven database reactivation system and nurture campaigns. And if you've seen anything in this space out there before, you know that the old way of doing things is just to build a rat's nest of tools and paste them all together. And we figured out a new way to really simplify and streamline the process. And so I'm going to show you that new way here in the video. And I'm going to also show you how I ditched our $44K a month Scipio bill by switching to our now proprietary agency software. And that's available to you now for just $300 a month. So wouldn't that be nice at scale to not have to pay $44,000 a month to a company like Scipio for text messaging software when you can get a tool that's better and streamlined and no rat's nest for just $300 a month. I'm going to show you how you can do that by the end of this video. So I'm also going to show you how you can take advantage of this and implement this in your agency immediately. So if you stick around to the end, I'll show you how you can license our software and proven campaigns. We'll even show you how to white label the software as your own and charge money for it. And by this time tomorrow, you could be converting leads into appointments for your clients. No shit. So guys, this has worked for 250 plus agencies. Now remember, I just sold my agency in February 2019. So depending on when you're watching this video, it's probably just like 8 months ago, something like that. And we've already got 250 plus agencies on our system using our proven nurture campaigns and database reactivation strategies to get their clients results. So what kind of results are we talking about? I'm sure you're asking, right? Well, Shane Riggs got out of his jack of all trades model with our help. He installed our proven systems and processes, got set up with the software, and now he's having steady $25,000 months with him and his partner. Joe Rare just broke 150K a month. In fact, I talked to him just a few days ago, and I think he's at 180,000 this month or last month, excuse me. But the big thing for Joe is that he started off at 6K a month and had really fast growth using our system. However, he also reduced his giant office. I think he had 14 employees in a giant office when he started, and now he's down to just one employee and works from home, which is incredible. Jacob Middleton and Michael Vissing, basically fresh out of college, super young guys. They just broke into a franchise and booked 7 clients in 10 days. Since this interview, I just spoke with them, and now they're getting close to $20,000 a month in monthly recurring revenue. So if kids fresh out of college can do this, guys, I'm pretty sure you can too. There's 100 plus more agencies results on the next page, which I will show you here at the end of the video. There's just too many for me to go through here. We'd be here all day. But there's people like Mike and Tina Williams who got 10 appointments in just a few minutes, basically. Their client used to get 10 appointments every 2 weeks with their current follow-up process. So Mike and Tina actually own a gym and use this process for their gym as well. Salvatore, Sal we call him, got a super fast start in our program. They ran a 7-day trial and had somebody pay him a year up front for $20,000. I think that was the fastest return on investment that we've ever seen in the program. And then Michael Vissing is just continuing to crush it. He posts these in the group all the time. 27 booked appointments in 2 days for a newest client. 51 scheduled appointments in 2 weeks for another client. He could go on and on and on. And guys, this is just the average experience, right? There's ones that are crazier than that, but I've taught this to many agency owners. We do 4 events a year, live and in person, training folks on this. And everybody who implements it gets these kinds of results. These are everyday results, right? Now, quickly disclaimer, if you do nothing, you can expect to get nothing, right? This is not like, in fact, that makes the most sense of all. If you buy a book and never read it, you just put it down, you can't expect to get any results from that book. This is the same way, guys. All these people ran the play, they ran our playbook, and that's why they're getting these results, okay? So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. I'm going to show you how you can do it too, because my guess is you're sick of being told how awesome lead gen with Facebook ads can be. And then when Zuck raises ad costs, your clients blame it on your performance. And the truth is most experts and gurus out there, heavy emphasis on the quotes around the experts, guys. I can't tell you how much garbage there is out there. These guys aren't even teaching you the right strategies. It makes me sick. So, most of them have never even scaled an agency themselves, and they're trying to teach you this stuff, okay? That doesn't make any dang sense to me. They're competing on cost per lead, telling you to do the same. Hey, get a lower cost per lead, do X, Y, and Z. It's just like total garbage. And they'll tell you that the latest optimization strategy will give you the edge. Well, that's a bunch of bull. Or they'll tell you that you need data to lower ad cost and make you stand out. So, I've got this data that tells you, the latest thing about, how we can buy data to tell the ads who's getting ready to buy these kinds of services. It's just it doesn't work, guys. I'll show you why here in a second. But most of us don't have the luxury being at the whims of the next change, okay? So if we're going to future-proof our agencies and build a real business with assets that last 5, 10, 15 years, I'm here to tell you, I don't know a single agency owner doing 100K a month plus relying on any of that garbage to scale, okay? You cannot win long-term playing that game, okay? But the good news for you is I'm going to prove to you that you can scale your agency without competing on ad costs, and I'm going to show you why that's a losing proposition anyway. I'm going to show you how we scaled our own agency to 7 figures without relying on any of that stuff. I'm going to show you proof, not some theory. So here we go. A few years ago, I decided to test something. I was noticing a big trend with all the clients I was helping. The few who were getting exceptional results were doing something the rest weren't. And I wanted to see if we went all in doing it for the rest of our clients, if they'd get the same results as those exceptional clients. Well, it turns out it worked, and it worked big time. So this is Ray. This is the first client that we helped using this strategy. And he literally had I think 300, it says here $200 in his account when we got started helping him. And at the end of the first 3 months working with us, he had $13,000 cash in the bank, which was huge for him. He owned a tiny CrossFit facility in San Diego, California. And he was so stuck, guys. I cannot tell you. He made $6,000 profit in the first month, which is life-changing for him. I mean, I'm talking a tiny CrossFit box. I think I've had apartments that were bigger than his CrossFit box. So really, really incredible results. He ended up selling that gym. It's also worked for people like Romero at Abifit. We get 48 new appointments without ad spend. Sarah at Title Boxing, 154 appointments, 0 ad spend. Matt, who has a CrossFit box, 92 appointments, 0 ad spend. Hayes at Anytime Fitness, 240 plus. That was crazy. Chris at Title Boxing, I think, has the record. We booked 452 appointments for him, and that ended up making him the number 2 Title Boxing in the world the month after we helped him. Jamie at Diva Dance, 114. So if you want to see more, you can check out my Facebook page right there. And guys, this is a real business. I sold the agency, but this was a real business. This is me on stage at a 9-round convention, and this is where we booked a ton of clients. In fact, that's me in the booth. Our booth was absolutely slammed after I got off stage, and this is what our booth looked like. As you can see, all of the other vendor booths are empty. Ours is the one to the left with the orange and the blue, and it's absolutely packed. There's a line waiting to get in to talk to us. It was absolutely nuts. We ended up closing 63 clients there in 3 days. And we ended up closing something like 84 clients in that month of May, which is why we had the $409,000 month that month. Okay. So this is real stuff, guys, real strategies that work for real local businesses. Okay. So how did we get our clients good results like that predictably? I'm sure you're saying well, if I could just get clients results, I could charge them money and they'd stay forever, right? So how did we do it month in and month out? Well, it's really simple. We did the follow-up for them using our automated appointment booking campaigns. Basically, we just kept their calendars full with appointments, guys. That's it. Once we nailed that, everything changed for the better. The underlying reason why it worked so well was also very simple. It turns out it's just math. So I'm going to show that to you right now, okay? So let's say, this is what most agencies do. Let's say that 100 leads come in at $5 each, right? But the client is not doing lead follow-up. You're not doing any lead follow-up, and the client is not doing lead follow-up. This was most of my clients when I got started, guys. Well, the result from that is that the client would get 2 to 10 walk-ins, and that would result in about 1 to 5 sales, okay? Sad face. Our agency was able to walk into a facility, same facility, and same 100 leads, right? And even if we paid 3 times as much as the other guy, I'm see the lead cost on the left there. I'm just like totally, hobbling us out of the gate. I'm saying like, well, even if we were terrible marketers and we got leads at $15 each, right? But we still got 100 leads, then the lead follow-up, with our proven system, we would get 60 to 80 appointments booked. That would result in 48 to 64 walk-ins and 20 to 40 sales for the client. Huge difference, right? So which one wins? 1 to 5 sales, sad face, at $150 a month. Let's say it's a CrossFit gym and they charge $150 a month for their membership. That's $150 to $600 that they can pocket from their ad campaign, right? Our system's getting 20 to 40 sales for them at $150 because more people are showing up to the facility. They made an appointment, then they came in, right? That gave them $3,000 to $6,000, right? But here's the thing, guys. You might say, well, that's all good and great, Rob, but remember, even if we paid $1,500 to get those 100 leads, it would still make sense. Guys, a business owner can run ad campaigns themselves and get $15 leads. You can be a bad marketer and get $15 leads all day on Facebook, right? But, most of you guys are probably pretty good at it too. Let's say they paid $1,000 to get 3 to 6K. Let's say they paid the same $500 to get the 3 to 6K. Do you think your client's going to stick around if you're getting them results like this, guys? This is why this service is so dang valuable to locations. It's so simple, and this became our truth. If you can make a full ROI for your client in 30 days or less, you deserve to keep them. That was our mantra. If we can't put a full return on investment into our client's pocket within 30 days or less, then we didn't feel like we deserved to keep them. And that's what I'm telling you was the secret to our success. So most agencies, add a client, do customized work that's commoditized, trade time for money, build your client's asset, not yours, lose capacity, right? Most of you can't help more than 5 to 15 clients at a time before you're like, I don't have any more time in the day. Increase the time spent per client as more get added, because as more complexity gets added, it eats into your profits, gets more complex. So, admin time, complexity of hiring people, training them, adding people adds more moving parts to your business. And most hire to increase capacity. And when they do that, they lose more efficiency. In other words, if you can handle 15 clients, the person that you hire probably can only handle 1, 2, or 3 at the beginning. That's not efficient. It's not like you can clone yourself. Nurture and close agencies, add a client, use our proven systems to get a better result with much less effort, with work that's no longer commoditized because we're providing appointments, not leads. They do trade time for money, but on a much lower scale. This is way more scalable than trying to teach somebody how to do ads and get, compete on cost per lead. The inputs are equal a much, much higher output. It builds your asset as well as your clients because they're on your platform, and it increases your capacity. A beginner can get world-class results and handle up to 30 clients a month very, very easily. It also decreases the time spent per client as more get added, meaning, you don't need to add admins. You don't need to add complexity. You don't need to add more moving parts, right? Because the system is so dang simple. All that stuff is extinguished to near zero. It's almost zero. So, and then when we hire to increase capacity, it adds more efficiency, meaning this is a true flywheel effect. So what is that, right? What's a flywheel effect? Well, a flywheel is something that gets better outputs with more inputs, not worse. And when you add a client, the system gets better, not worse. It gets more efficient, not less efficient. The outputs ideally feed back to make the new inputs better. And I'll show you how this works. When you add a client using our system, just basically promising you'll book some appointments that will turn into shows for them instead of just saying, I'm going to stop at lead generation. And you can get that client results and you can capture those results in your platform and by interviewing them through video. All you have to do is rinse and repeat, and basically you just turn that back into your marketing, and it is so easy to get more clients once they see proof like this, guys. I can't tell you how much that helps. So how do we build our own flywheel? We just went out into the marketplace, into fitness, and we only offered 3 services rolled up into one package. And we only did it for one type of client. So we got very, very good at helping gyms with this, right? Helping fitness studios with this. So we niched down and we only had one service offering. And that was it. In that service offering, there was 3 things. Thing 1, lead generation. You're probably already doing this for clients, or you have before. So we said, okay, Mr. Business Owner, we're going to generate a Facebook or Instagram lead for you, then automate the follow-up with those leads and immediately book an appointment for you. We're going to do that for you, right? And then number 2 was lead nurturing. So this is the secret sauce that got our clients world-class results. We automated the follow-up with those leads to happen super fast, like within under a minute, they would get an automated text message, and then we would manually help them book the appointment, right? It's just a click of a button, and we pick a time, and then they get automated appointment reminders after that. It takes 2 seconds, right? But we also did, thing 3 is database reactivation. And this was the first thing that we would do to help our clients book 40 to 500 appointments for free on our client's behalf. All we did was we generated a database lead by sending a text message to the client's existing database, the people that they already had sitting around that they're not marketing to, and then automated the follow-up with those leads to immediately book an appointment. It's just so simple. That's it. So with this, you can get 2 to 10% show ratio, right? These are the results that your clients can expect. The client blames you that the leads are bad or the costs are going up, right? So without this, your clients are never going to follow up, guys. Like, I've met one client out of 525 who was even attempting follow-up like this, and they weren't doing a good job at it. I can tell you that. That's it. The rest of them were just never doing it, or they were doing it way too late, right? So with it, you can get your clients a 40 to 80% show ratio. And the client can't blame you that the leads are bad, because these are appointments, people that are coming in and showing up. Your client has sales opportunities, right? Immediate follow-up is handled, and it's semi-automated, right? And the proof is in the booked appointments and the platform that you provide to them. So there's no way that they can say that you aren't getting them results, right? So what's the key to doing this? You need 3 things to scale this up. You need, number 1, you need proven appointment booking campaigns, right? We split tested what worked and what didn't, took 6 figures of R&D to make a predictable result each and every time. I had a full-time employee who's just in charge of product development on this all the time, guys, morning, noon, and night. So we became mildly obsessed with this topic. The other thing is you need software to centralize everything in one place. Remember the rat's nest I showed you before? If you've ever attempted to do this without a tool like we provide, it's an awful nightmare that you do not want to ever experience again. So instead of pasting together 7 tools that are inefficient and expensive, we developed a proprietary tool made specifically for scaling this exact strategy. And thing 3 is a local business client to say yes. So all you got to do is find a client who's already advertising or who has a big database, which is very easy to do, and immediately get them appointments, right? You can get them results the next day. That's how fast you can get these people results, right? And guys, this is the key. We never, ever did any custom work for those 525 locations. Not a single proposal went out. Not a single customized thing went out. It was all we did was we just filled their calendar. It was basic. And we got so good at this that we only spent 1 hour a week per location on fulfillment, right? You might be like, wow, Rob, that sounds like a lot of work. Guys, it really isn't. It's not. So every time we booked a new client, the time spent per client went down, right? So remember the flywheel effect? Well, if you're in there helping a handful of clients with this stuff, it's not that much more time to add like 10, 15, 20 to that and help 30 of them, right? So we've got this down to a science. We've got it down to the point to where you're spending one hour per week per client, and you can easily train somebody to do this or hire a VA to do it as well. So all we're using is simple software, simple inputs to get a very powerful output, and it tracks the progress, right? And it provides proof to your clients that, number 1, this is working really, really well for them. And number 2, you're adding value to their pipeline, and they're getting sales opportunities and real sales from your efforts as a direct result. So you might be wondering, well, Rob, what did you charge your clients, right? We charged $5,800 for 3 months of service. That did not include ad spend, right? And we got that up front. Now, we didn't start off that way, guys, but we worked our way up to that. And at the end, we were getting that day in and day out. We got it that price point for over a year, okay? So you can work your way up to that. If that number sounds too big for you, don't worry about that. But I'm telling you, you can charge this. Gym owners did not have $6,000 laying around in their bank account. I can promise you that. But again, we were getting them results to put that money back in their pocket within 30 days or less. So it was way worth it to them, right? So what kind of results were we getting our agency clients, right? Here's Tammy Tom Freeman. She's a 9-round owner. Before she had 30 members, and after she used our program, she had over 250 members, right? Hayes Carter owned a Anytime Fitness, and before he had 20 new members in October, it was historically his worst month of the year, every year. And after he got 100 new members in October because we got him those 240 plus appointments from his database reactivation. Chris Campbell is a title boxing owner, and we got him, I think when he stopped, he had like over 450 appointments in the month of December, which is a month that he said he was usually just dismal for him. And so we got him all those appointments from the start of December all the way through January. And he finished January as the number 2 title boxing in the world for January 2018. Life-changing, guys. He didn't spend a penny on ad spend. So here's the 3 steps that anybody can do. Number 1, get a client to say yes to some appointments starting tomorrow. Step 2, book appointments and charge a premium. Step 3, capture the results to use in your marketing. Okay, Rob, I'm already generating leads. How can you help me scale? Well, if you've got clients now, you could literally be getting your clients appointments tomorrow with 0 ad spend required. Super powerful. And you can begin charging them money for that immediately. And we've got case studies at the wazoo, guys. I'm not special. I did have an advantage, getting started because I had experience in the agency, but there's tons of people who never knew anything about this, got into our program, got results in days and weeks, not months and years, okay? So, on the next page, there's 100 plus more agencies results. There's just like a wall of them over there, and there's more rolling in every day. So feel free to check that out. I'm sure you can find like every case that you could possibly think of, every person in every situation is in there, right? So there's only 2 reasons why you aren't doing this. Either A, you've never heard of lead nurturing before today, and you've never seen, the software tool we provide until today to manage it all. Or B, you don't have the software or the proven campaigns to make it worth doing. And you've tried this before, and you've done the rat's nest thing with pasting 7 tools together, and it breaks all the time. It takes so much time to implement, it's just not worth it, right? So we ditched our $44K a month Scipio bill by switching to the agency software, right? Our development partners can white label it for you. So your cost would be just $300 a month for unlimited clients. You can brand it with your own URL and your own logo in the top left corner. And it's just $300 a month. You can put as many clients as you want in there. If you've got 20, 50, 100, 300, does not matter. You can load this thing with all your clients and your bill will never go up. It plugs into Twilio. You just pay the wholesale cost for the Twilio bill, which is like 0.7 of a cent per text. It's almost negligible, guys. So this is built for agencies. It's not built for, like, Scipio is just going to gouge you. They're going to charge you $200 a month per location at a minimum, probably more like $300 or $350. Okay. So for a limited time, we're offering to install our proven campaigns for you into your own white labeled app. And you can license these and use them as your own. And you get your white label app set up as well. We'll help you do that. And then you might be saying, well, that sounds complicated, Rob. Well, we help you get it done in 3 easy steps. It's super easy. You can have this done by the end of today. We white label your software, okay? We show you how to pop in your logo and create a subdomain for this to sit on. If you got a domain at all, if not, it's very easy to go buy one and just stick this on there. It takes 10 minutes, okay? You get unlimited clients / locations for just $300 a month for the software. You actually get 14 days free when you get signed up. So you don't even get charged $300 until 14 days after you sign up. Step 2 is after you get signed up there, we install our proven campaigns for you. Our proven appointment booking campaigns, the campaigns that were responsible for all those results you just saw, the reminder sequences, the appointment booking reminder sequences that are automated. And once you install this once, you can clone the campaigns out with 1 click each time you add a client. It's very simple. Just rinse and repeat. And step 3, as we really go over and above, guys, we help you launch your first campaigns, right? So if you've never done this, it might be a little intimidating for you to do this on your own. And so that's Haplin there. He's our product developer. The guy that I hired full time to figure all this out with me. He's still on my team, and he gets on calls with anybody who wants to sign up for any niche. It does not matter. You can hop in there. There's a Zoom call link. You hop in there. We pull it up together. He shows you exactly the buttons to click, exactly what to do, exactly what to say. And I will even help you write your niche's scripting out if you're not in the gym niche, right? So we'll help you with that too. So guys, when you're able to fill your client's calendar, yours fills up too. Okay. So we've got a little program that comes with this, because a lot of you are probably like, oh, that sounds great, Rob, but I don't know how to sell it. Well, I'm going to show you how to do the prospecting to get somebody with a database to say yes. Okay. So thing two might be like, well, I don't know what to say once I get a client on a call. Okay. We got a little training program there for you to help you solve that too. So in our agency, we sent 0 proposals. We closed 97% of the sales that we did make on a 1-call close. So we didn't chase people around. We didn't do like 4 or 5 calls to get them to say yes. And we never ever chased clients around, never wrote a single proposal. So you get our proven scripts, what to say, what those conversations look like when you have those conversations with a business owner, to get them to say yes to some free appointments, and then also to get them to pay you for more appointments, right? So, and then thing 3 is we're going to teach you how to do this in a scalable way. So in our program, we have training, right? For you, an employee, a VA, business partner, whatever. We teach you how to do this in a scalable way, just like we did, so that you can get it down to that 1 hour per week of fulfillment time like we did, right? So remember, when you add more clients, the time spent fulfilling, you want to go down, not up. So we install our proven campaigns for you and show you how to operate it in a scalable way, okay? So in a nutshell, our proven fulfillment system is what you're going to get. And the system, it's a system for getting our local business clients new leads with Facebook ads, automating the follow-up to produce a higher show ratio than anyone can manually, making sure those leads come in through the doors and become long-term customers, right? What's great is most of this runs in the background while you're doing other things, right? So you don't have to drop what you're doing every time a lead comes in for a client, because the system automatically follows up with them based on when they raised their hand and said yes. So you can go about your day and just check in a few times a day and make some quick responses, book some quick appointments, and then set the others to go out. Those are automated too, okay? Yes, there's a time investment of this. You got to be able to put in a few hours a week of work, gosh darn, right? And we're continually developing new tech, so you'll keep getting access to that as long as you're active in the program, okay? So how do you decide if this is right for you? If you want a proven system to scale your lead gen fulfillment the new way, if you want leads to book appointments while you're spending less time tweaking ads, if you want support in growing your biz from some of the top lead gen agency owners, if you're willing to invest in a system that can produce 15 to 40 plus new clients every month and keep them every month, then this might be for you. Okay, so I only want people in here who are serious, guys. If you're like a habitual course buyer and you do nothing with it, just don't even worry. Like, just close this out and good luck to you. But that's not the type of person that I want in here. Okay, so who's this not for? People who just like the idea of starting or scaling an agency, right? That's not action taking. You're not doing it. Like, if you're not ready to do it, guys, just don't even bother, right? People who make excuses or complain, oh, this is hard. I mean, gosh, guys, this is business. Okay, this is a real business. You guys saw the proof. So I'm sorry, we're here to help you, but we don't want this type of person in our community. I'm just saying, there's nobody in there who makes excuses or complaints. They just ask for help and get the help and get back after it and go out and help people and make money. People who are stuck in information gathering mode. If you need every detail, this isn't the program for you. This should be a no-brainer by now if it's for you. People who are not prepared to take action and get results. People who are not serious about growing the agency by another 10K a month, all the way up to another 40 to 150K a month, like Joe Rare did, right? So let's get down to numbers. So how many clients? If you've got like 10 clients right now, you can get them 40 to 500 appointments per client right now with 0 ad spend, depending on their database size. 50 to 200 new leads every month going forward for them using Facebook and Instagram ads, if you're not already, right? And that's like, if you get 50 to 200 new leads, you probably get them like 40 to 100 appointments, right? So if you got 10 clients and you charge them $1,000 a month more in service fees to add this as a service, which you can easily get because you're going to be putting a ton of money in their pocket, you just added $10,000 a month to your monthly recurring revenue, right? Folks in our program have done this, and they are doing this. Remember Sal, who got a 20K upfront deal for the year? He just upsold 1 client. He just called a current client and said, hey, I'm going to be doing this. I want you to be the first one on board. The guy was so excited, he paid him 20K upfront. So let's use the ROI calculator. What's your monthly rate? What's your average retention? By just adding or upselling 5 clients a month for 4 months, that'd be 20 clients added or upsold, right? So guys, this isn't hard. It's really not hard to get good results, better results for these guys and charge money for it. So for example, $1,000 a month times 6-month average length is $6,000 client lifetime value. If 4 months of adding 5 clients a month to this program, right, is $120,000 added revenue. Okay, so if you just do this for 4 months, you got a $10,000 a month. Excuse me, no, it's much higher than that. But you added $120,000 of added revenue. I mean, you could stop adding clients at that point if that's enough money for you. So let's just be ultra conservative here. What if you only added half of that, like 60K, right? So let's say you did 2 months of adding 5 clients a month to this program, right? Something like that. That would still be $60,000. It's more than most people make in a year in their job, right? So investing 20K to make 60 to 120K, worth it, but it's less than that. This program's not nearly that expensive. Investing 15K to make 60 to 120K. Would you pay 10K to make 60 to 120K this year? But guys, it's way lower than that. The investment to get in this program is way lower than that. So please know, because it's such a low investment for the ROI, I only want to work with you if you're 100% committed to stay in the program, right? We provide daily support concierge service to you. So it's very hands-on. Make no mistake, I'm going to offer you a great reason to get started on the next page. There's a price increase happening soon. We just launched this a few months ago. Program's getting better and better and better as it goes on, right? Because of this, I need you to be convinced this is for you with no hedge, so my team and I can help you make a full ROI in 30 days or less. Most folks do this in 7 to 14 days, okay? Does not take long.